API from there, right? We are consuming to data API to data domain API, correct?
Yes, bro.
Yeah. So consider A want to consume B API, right?
Yes, bro.
Consume and produce, I have already explained twice and thrice. I think you are clear, right?
Yes, bro. Consumer and producer.
One can be producer and n number of can be consumer. Okay.
Yes, bro.
If A want to consume B, one each, you can use normal HTTP client and define all models and required class directly.
HTTP client.
Directly in your code without Swagger.
Okay.
This is one way.
Hmm.
A is trying to consume B, okay, and B is returning some data, right? So one is all model and required class directly you can configure without Swagger.
Okay.
That is called manual.
Okay.
And still 80% companies are using that only.
Okay.
Just for your my experience. Like how, right? And last time you said when you are going to code, so what this talks about? Let's see, this is API. This API, defining some different microservice. Here, especially in your project, they are using in some shape.
Yes.
This, when you are talking about this API is belong from some other microservice. Okay. If you take SRF number as an input, and you can see this is the name of that and what parameter it will take. It will take name. Okay. Name is SRF number and path and description and required it means it's mandatory or not. True. Once it will come response, let's say 200, what we want. So this is the response class. You can here.
Okay.
You will see response. Here body. Inside body, again they have reference this. So again it will come and it is called rich property. And here again this is another mapping. So here you will see in your property, just now you are seeing Swagger, right? You will be seeing access type, ID, and latest instance date, risk instance. In risk instance,
I think we have to minimize it.
this is our response, right?
Yes.
It will expand this. See, I told risk entities and SRA inside this one, consolidated inside this one. Just now I was saying, right? Inside again risk instance.
Yeah, bro.
So this is the response, right? So when you want to analyze, first, as I said, right, you should go to controller. Okay? Any API, you should go to controller.
But there's a controller in the bottom also, right? In the Swagger controller.
Okay.
1 minute.
In target, you are telling?
In the target, in the generated.
Target is, that's why, right? Target is generated based on this. Remember.
Okay. So this is not the one we need to target. We need to look into.
You don't need to look.
Okay.
This is this name. You will see access delegation controller data API. It will be here. Somewhere name will be there in this.
Okay.
Compulsory. See, this is there, right?
Yes.
So these are the Swagger which they want to consume. You remember?
Okay.
This is the Swagger, especially in your project. Like this is the third party service you can say. Third party I want to consume. Let me go to controller, then I will see. You have to always refer. This is example of our controller, right? So here also this is one controller. Since Swagger. If you are running this port and 8080 and you are opening Swagger UI, right?
Yes.
That is generated from this. That is telling what are the what are the API in this project.
Okay.
Swagger.io, let's say you are running HTTP 800, right? And Swagger.io, you will, in that Swagger, in that interface, you will not see this data.
Yes.
You won't see this data will not go there.
Okay.
Okay? Because this is the data which I want to consume. Okay?
Okay.
And I just said, right, there are two ways. One, they can do manually. Without this also it's possible. It's not mandatory. But this is the standard way to consume. So we are declaring everything. And after that, there is a plugin in your code. That code will generate the classes for us.
Yes, there's a Swagger code gen.
Yeah, Swagger code gen. You don't have to do manual.
Okay.
Same thing I did, right? We did 2 to 3 a story like that.
Yes.
Now it will go to how it will go. Just a minute. Anything, right? Bro, when you are first start from here. Okay? REST controller, you remember?
Yes, REST control, the annotation we give.
Entry point will start from here. I am just repeating.
Yes.
For any worldwide applications.
Okay.
Either you are working in this company or any company, when they are talking about REST API, then there is a controller. Now, this is the latest way, to build the REST API. Let's say you went some old company and if they are using Lexis API, so there is another library. Okay, you won't see the REST controller there. Okay, like there is some another way to build the REST API, but there also controller will be there. Any entry for any API, entry point is controller. And especially nowadays, 90% companies using a Spring, so you will be seeing this, controller.
Yes, REST controller.
And tests. Now here, this URL is there, API response. This is nothing related to your thing. It is all about Swagger. Okay. In Swagger, this data is coming as a description. If you want, you will change. Okay, this is also Swagger response. Like what your API response will be there. Let's see if you will remove this just for your example, you won't see this thing in Swagger, but still your API will work. API doesn't bother about this.
Okay.
The documentation, we are telling, hey, let's see you develop on API, right? And you want to give me, correct? I am a consumer. I should know what input I have to pass, what output I will get, right? So 10 years ago, there is no Swagger concept in IT world. So people usually do through a manual document. They will create Word document and they will prepare this document and now they will share to any vendor who want to consume. But now Swagger came, so those things become easy for developer. They are defining Swagger, and if I want to consume, he will send me Swagger.
Yeah, bro.
So that is about Swagger documentation. You exact use case you got it now of Swagger, right? What the Swagger use case?
Yes, bro.
Swagger is for documentations, and based on the Swagger now they are developing API also as an API like contract first approach. Let's see, you want to develop a API, and that API I want to consume, right?
Yes.
Before developing the API, you must have to share the API, a structure with me, right? What input, what output, whether I am satisfied with that or not, right? So once I am fine, you will be developing. So those things also mining company are using, but in your company, it's not like, no, they are not API first contract, they are not using. So first they are developing the code, and along with that, Swagger is there. So this Swagger is just for consumer. Instead of hard coding, they are defining all the entity and here, and through CodeGen, it will be generating all the required class, and we will be calling. So the benefit of this code, right? What is there? Let me see. If you go here, see this one you are seeing, right, bro?
Yes.
So this is the benefit. If you are using with Swagger CodeGen, this you define the structure and will generate the code, and it is giving one method for us. We are defining actually this method, and you just pass CRM. We don't have to worry about all this code, right? We are not writing this code.
Yes.
This code is auto-generated, right? And this is very robust. See, all these code, we are writing any here? No, right?
No.
REST template, all this is generated by Swagger.
Okay.
Okay. So that is the benefit by using in this way.
So
Let's see if you don't want to use Zoom. I don't want to use this. In many company you won't see here. That's why I'm telling to you. Let's see, I don't want to use. Then you will be creating all the model class. First, this response you are saying, right? This response we have not created manually. This response structure had mentioned in this Swagger. Okay.
Okay.
And based on this Swagger generated it. Right? I am using direct.
Okay, but one more thing. So if they are mapping this response to this model, right? So if they want to respond, if they want to map the response, this is a okay. So they are mapping this delinquency response. Then why are the names different? So here it says different names. Here it says different names.
That's why, right? This name when you are talking, this the exact name which API they are consuming, right? Consumer details. This is when you are consuming this API has written in some different microservice, right?
Yes.
What are the structure of this? They are defining. Now I can modify based on my own. That's why this mapping and all is there, right? Otherwise, you directly return also. If you see this, what this API is returning. This is API returning this, right?
Yes.
If you see this, from here it is coming class. It will be coming from target.
Yes, bro.
It's coming from target. If you are, let's say you think this is fine for you, you can directly return. But it's not recommended to return directly, because if anything change happen, assume if anything you change in Swagger, it will directly impact to customer.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So there should be some middleware, right?
Yes.
Let's see you made some change in Swagger, and until you have not changed this mapping, no impact to individual, right? Individual will be still getting the same data.
Okay.
But if you are returning this direct, then if any change happen, it will directly impact there also. So they are just mapping, and not only for that, there might be some other data also they are seeing, right? Let's see what. So they code this response, and after that they are mapping. So might be, let's see, API is returning 10 field. I want only 2. Assume. The source API is returning 20 field. Like, let's see if he is returning employee information, where employee ID, employee name, employee mobile number, employee current address, employee past address, employee working experience. It has a lot of information of employee, right?
Yes.
But I want only employee ID and his mobile number and name.
So that's why we are mapping.
That is one case I am telling.
Okay.
That could be one case. So all this, and there might be some custom logic you want to return. Let's see, you are getting employee name in a small letter, assume, right? But your requirement. I want all employees